Hello. I'm going slightly off track because I'm going to be talking about the Golden Globes and I'm going to concentrate on the fashion. A lot of you men won't be interested. Well, you might be because there's a lot of flesh on view. So maybe you would be interested. But before I start, I was at the theatre a couple of weeks ago and blow me down, somebody actually recognised me. I honestly didn't think I had that memorable a face, to be recognised in a crowd. But there you are, somebody actually did. And she was very complimentary, so thank you very much. Now, let's get on to the Golden Globes, because I've often thought that some of the clothing at these celebrations are just too truly horrendous for words. I'm going to go through the whole thing. I might have to cut it because this is a very long article. So if you see some sort of jerks in the videoing, you'll know I just cut out a piece because the whole thing was getting too long. So this is the Mail Online. You can see I have an interest in fashion because these are the adverts that come up, and that's because I look at fashion sites and I buy clothes. So here we are, Golden Globes 2020, and here is four of the dresses, and they're going to come up lower down, but that's not too bad, that's okay, that's very nice, that's dreadful. Let's get that out. So anyone who thinks that my sense of style is wrong, you can stop right there. Okay, let's get this dress here. Now, this dress, who is this? Scarlett. Is that Scarlett Johansson? Oh, well, anyway, you see, she's wearing a red dress. Scarlett, I suppose she thought that was cute. It's a nice dress. Look at this here, just emphasising her hips, very, rather Victorian, very nice. And then she does it. What is that for? I mean, it's just totally unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary to do this. You can see there's an insert there, so that's stopping the whole thing from falling apart like that. But it's completely unnecessary to have this neckline like that. It would look just as well if it was straight across, actually, but it certainly doesn't need to plunge in that way. And it's not even a proper plunge because there's this piece of flesh-coloured material there, so it's not really showing anything anyway. It's just detracting from the rest of the dress, which is a really nice shape. Okay, and again, another red dress, Nicole Kidman. Look, she's not a young woman anymore, and she has to come to terms with that. She's very, very slim, to the point of being a bit stringy. That's fine. I wish I were a bit thinner. Well, I don't know any woman who doesn't. But you see, there's this fashion now for not wearing tights or stockings, just bare-legged, and it just doesn't look good. It does not look good here. That top is fine. She's got a slim waist. The dress is cut beautifully behind, and that's going to flow out the back. The whole look is going to be nice and soft, and then you've got this leg, and she obviously thinks that's making her look sexy. No, it just emphasises how stringy she is. There should be an insert in that skirt, maybe contrasting, maybe the same colour. Or she should be wearing tights. Hang on. She should be wearing tights, possibly. Black tights, maybe, something like that. But that's wrong. Now, this is an interesting thing, because you see the front of the dress looks very nice. It's only when it goes sideways that it starts to make her look over full in the bust and just a bit thick in the waist, I suppose. You see, this is what she saw when she looked at it in the mirror in the shop or whatever, and it looks fine. But it's a bit sort of puffy, turkey cock looking type shape there, which isn't nice. It's just a mistake. It's not. Here's a better example. You see that now? You see what's happened here. There's this flyaway bit here. which is very nice. But when you look at it here, it looks like that's part of her bust, which it isn't. And then it makes her hips look too narrow in relation to the rest of her. It's a shame. You can see she was trying to be reasonable. It just didn't turn out that well. And this is a very sweet dress. Whoever she is, who is she? Margot, whoever. Very, very sweet dress, and she looks very sweet. I like that. Yeah. Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, a bit stark, I say, a bit too much black. I suppose she thought it was sophisticated, and because there's so much frills here, she probably thought, well, keep the colour down, but actually it's a bit too much Black Widow-ish, I think. It's a nice shaped dress. This is just too awful for words. You know, you want to show your top, don't show your leg. Show your leg, hide the top. And it looks bondagey. And satin. Satin is, you know, just ladies, stay away from satin. It makes a fine lining, and it's good for accents, like in a pleat. You know, you've got a bit of satin on the inside of the pleat. That can look nice. But this just emphasises the lumps and the bumps. You see here, this bit here, these bits here. Now, this dress is probably very expensively made, dress, skirt, whatever it is. But because of the way satin shows all the creases, you've got this. It doesn't look nice. And it certainly doesn't look, and this, it just does not look nice. It's just terrible taste. No, just awful. Awful. And look at the way the satin works, and look. And I think she thinks that's sexy. I don't think it's sexy. I think it's dreadful. Here we've got this dress again. You see, it's a lovely dress. She's got a lovely shape, and she's got that false panelling, which I don't think adds to the dress. It could have been red there, would have looked fine. And the dress itself, lovely, lovely. This is very expensive tailoring, you know. And you see that, look what it does here. I don't think that's elegant. Okay, this. Well, just contrast these two. That's, again, this sweet dress, very nice. Maybe I wouldn't have gone for white. Maybe silver would have looked better, but, you know, still suits her, looks fine. This, I don't like it. It looks like, you know, sort of toga type thing, or a sari type over the shoulder, that just didn't work. There's a lot of asymmetrical dresses, and not many of them do work. This is, well, I would have said it's a bit summery for an evening do, especially an evening do in January, but not a bad dress. I suggest that doesn't flatter her. She's probably got a nice slender waist, but it's difficult to tell with all this fuss going on, and this doesn't help. If the open panel were reversed, it might have looked better. It's a shame, because the rest of the dress is fine, and I love that train. Very nice. Okay, and here's Nicole Kidman showing a lot of leg again. No. This. What can you say about a dress like it? It's just awful. It's just too awful for words. It looks like she forgot the blouse, doesn't it? The dress itself here, the overdress, should I say, is lovely. Very nicely made. It looks like she forgot the bit that went underneath it and just went out in her, what do you call that, a basque or something. Who is it? Charlize Theron. Charlize, darling, you made a mistake with that one. And it's, well, I don't like that colour. Personal preference. This, a little obvious, but no, not bad. She's got a tiny bit of a belly, and every woman's entitled to that. But this dress doesn't flatter it. But this cut here, yeah, it's all right. I like this dress. Now, it got a lot of flack. People said it looked like static or whatever. No, and this is just amazing tailoring. I suppose there's some wire in there. I'm not sure, but it could be a very tight sewing that's made an edge. I think it's lovely, except for one thing. I don't think it should have been that short. I think it should have come down to here and sort of fitted in with these wings. I think this looks wrong here. But this top half here, look, if I just do that, very nice, very nice. Something really unusual. I just don't think this works. This, well, who is this? Sofia Vergara. Look, she's not a young woman, and she's gone for the slightly overblown sexuality look, and she does it very well. I think that dress is just good for her. It emphasises those nice wide hips, her waist, her bust, everything. Just a bit too much of her by modern standards, but she looks great. And the loose hair as well, just a bit too much hair. Just everything, just a bit too much, but not too much that it's really tipping into bad taste. She's treading that fine line really well. I also like the way she's got the lipstick matching the dress colour. And you see this, there, it's not, it's gone again. Right, it's okay. I don't think it works that. Now this dress here, I don't know, there's a fashion for lilac. I've seen a couple of lilac dresses in this. This lilac does not suit many people, and it doesn't suit this girl. She looks washed out, whoever she is. Who is she? Dakota Fanning. And those puff sleeves, Alice in Wonderland. Just, actually pretty dress, not right. Not right for this occasion, not right for this person. This, nothing terribly unusual, but, she's got the lipstick matching. It's fine. Nothing. You see, in principle, I don't object to a plunging neckline, but it serves some function here because the dress itself is very stark. The rest of her is all covered up, so she can go to a waistline plunge. There's nothing wrong with it per se. This dress, I love this dress. I think this woman here, little bit angular, and she's chosen exactly the right shape to suit her figure. It's just gorgeous. And you see here, it's open at the back. It looks terrific. That is of a one with the dress. I love it. I love that dress. I would like that dress, although I probably wouldn't look, I certainly wouldn't look that good in it. And here is, I don't know, the makeup maybe. She looks dead. Who is she? Rooney Mara. The skirt, it looks great. I can't really get a close-up. That's a bit sort of undersupplied, I'd say, both in the girl's figure and in the dress. And I don't know what's going on there. This, elegant, I think that's probably extremely expensive material, nicely tailored. There's a slit there, but it's for movement, for walking, rather than, to just show a bit of unstockinged leg. And yeah, there's a very nice, just right for this lady. Okay, that, dreadful. Again, I don't really get much of a view of it. This, it looks like an overall. No, didn't work. The dress itself might be well cut, but the pattern, no. Okay, men in suits. Suits, you can't really do that much, except for this man here. Now, I don't know who this guy is. Jason Momoa. Unless this woman here is a midget, he's a very big chap. And it looks awfully like he's wearing that jacket because he couldn't find a suit jacket to fit his shoulders. However, he looks imposing, and this look suits him. The lady, a little fanciful, that dress, maybe not quite right for somebody like her, but it's not bad. It's certainly very well made, you can see that. This, No, 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 no. What are you thinking of? Who is this woman? They say stunning partner, Paige Butcher. Well, stunning only in the fact that, I mean, your jaw falls when you see this. Ha! There's nothing wrong with this skirt if the top were better, but actually there is something wrong with this skirt, because what's happened is the very, very long bodice here. And so it's given her body slightly strange proportions somehow. I suppose some fashion guru could explain why, but she's lengthened her body too much, and so her legs, which are nice and slim, and I wish I had legs like that, but they look really short because of the length of this top, and this top isn't long enough up here. It doesn't look nice. Now this is an interesting dress, because you see it's very elegant, but what's happened, you see here, this lady has a reasonable waist, but the cape thingy at the back is the same colour as the dress, so it thickens her waist, so the whole look is very thick around the middle, which doesn't look nice. It doesn't flatter her, let's put it that way. If the inside of that cape were a different colour, it might be a different story. So here we have this. Yeah, I made costumes for my kids out of bits of old lining as well. This, don't like it. That thickens her waist. It doesn't show her figure to advantage. I mean, all of these women are very well cared for and have very good figures. But sometimes the dresses really don't make the most of it, and this one doesn't. And I'm not that keen on the colour either. This is awful. I think there's a better picture of it further down, but you know, the dress itself, this here, beautifully made. Miles of material, beautifully pleated, and then this. This is a total disaster. I don't know what she could be thinking of. Kate Blanchett too. This is a nice dress. Very smart. Again, a heavy plunge, but there's nothing else. So, you know, it just concentrates on one thing. Very smart. And these shoulder pads, the 40s type shoulder pads, 40s type sleeves, they seem to be coming back. Okay, here we have Glenn Close, a little bit dressing gown-y. But not bad at all. I'm sure it looks really good close up. This, very nice dress. And you see, she's showing a lot of leg here, Renee Zellweger, but the dress comes up there. So you're just concentrating on this. That's fine. And she's got a nice long, smooth figure. It just sort of fits in really well. This is, who is this woman? Salma Hayek. It's awful. I mean, it's even, it makes her look fat here. She probably isn't, but just look at that. The skirt, mismatched, and this, really, just too much. Just unspeakably awful. This, it doesn't suit you, love. I don't know, it was Shailene Woodley. Stunned in various shades of blue. No. It looks a bit like some sort of Mickey Mouse dress, actually, and it just doesn't suit her, and that's there for effect, for nothing else. It doesn't serve any purpose. And again, the bare legs, it just doesn't look right. This, again, the underwear look, I don't like it. Here we are, men in suits again, not bad. This dress just doesn't know where to stop, does it? Gold embroidery here and here, pleats here, draping here, underwear look there, puffy sleeves here. You know, for goodness sake, you've got to stop somewhere. Helen Mirren, now she knows how to rock her dress, doesn't she? She really does look elegant, sophisticated, queenly. And yeah, I mean, you can't fault it. For her age, for her figure, Amazing, amazing, wonderful. And these two, lots of fun. He's wearing now you see, they know where to stop. This one is wearing a very flamboyant jacket, and I love the embroidery. I've got one quite like that actually, and I think it's nice. And Elton John, he's got embroidery on, but he's keeping the tone down because he's wearing the wacky glasses. You see, one thing at a time. They're doing this very well. All right, I don't think this works. Suddenly this blue here, well, what's that from? And this, it looks like this fell down, basically. The thing is not bad, but it didn't, it was a good try, but it didn't work. You see, and not a good colour for her. And if you look at this dress here, this woman, whoever she is, Busy Phillips, anyway, whoever she is, she's wearing the right dress. It's very nice, simple dress, suits her, goes with the figure. I like the matching handbag, and it's right for her. This one, there's just too much material there. This bottom bit's rather nice, but this, too much drapery. Not bad either of them. What do you say to a dress like that? What it looks like to me is the underwear for another dress. Maybe she'll get round to wearing the other dress sometime. I mean, it's just underpants, isn't it? There's the underpants. You can see her legs. I saw a video somewhere. I don't know if it'll come up on this page, but yeah, you could see her legs. She might as well have just gone in a bikini. And it's again, one of those dresses that doesn't know where to stop. Pleats, lace, bits, blousing, that dreadful neckline, which hides her necklace. What does she think she's doing? You can see the boning here around the bra. Unspeakably awful. Carol Burnett, she looks fine. The hero of mine, Carol Burnett, so clever. All right, here's some more. That's a good try. Don't think it works. That's nice. That's nice. Simple, easy. I like that sash at the waist. Too much again, just too much. Winnie Harlow, just too much there. She's, you show your bust, you hide your legs. That's nice. Rachel Weisz, very nice. Elegant. This, again, another lilac one, another one that doesn't know where to stop. Frills here, open work there, underwear look here, frills here, pleats there, and lilac. She looks better in lilac than the other one does, but it's just too much. This is very Japanese, this, isn't it? And it works for her. It's fine. It's she decided on something very offbeat, and that's what it looks like, and it looks fine. This, very nice on this lady. She's got a nice little waist. This emphasises her hips. I like that. She's got a good bust, and this shows it off nicely without going too far. It could, it's right on the edge of not being too far, but it isn't too far. And that necklace matches in, and the hair, of course, very good. She got that right. For her look, this is nice, and I think this is lovely, this dress here. I think that's just gorgeous. There's very fussy here, but she's got short hair, and so it's very plain and simple here. She's got nice shoulders. Yeah, I like that. This too. She is very thin, this woman. Too thin, I'd say. Just look, her wrists are wider than her forearms. There's something wrong there. But the dress, yeah, plain black, that little flower detail. I just worry about how thin she is. More satin. Look, ladies, stay off the satin. It shows every single little lump and bump. And that's, oh, so 80s, that high collar and the gathering there. Of course, 80s fashions could be coming back, but yeah, not in satin. Sorry, it's just too much. Okay, more men in suits. Men have it really easy, don't they? They can wear the same suit again and again, who cares? He wears a suit nicely. Who's that? Paul Rudd. Okay, that's not a bad dress. And yeah, maybe a little, I don't like that gathering and the sort of asymmetric hem there. It looks like something got, well, you know, the skirt got caught up when she came out the loo. That's a bit catty though, isn't it? All right, here we have Olivia Colman. Terrible dress. Just awful. I don't know what there's just too much going on. That tubular neck, fine. Stay away from the Tudor sleeves. It just makes this whole thing look top heavy. Again, we've got this. Now, you see, as a matter of fact, this woman here, I said the dress before was just right for her. It is just right for her. It plunges and it shows leg, but somehow it works all right on her. So it can be done. It just can't be done on too many women. She's got the right sort of shape. Okay, this. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I had a skirt like that. Got it from Next, I think. It didn't suit me and I gave it to my granddaughter. She could wear it for play dress. I just had the skirt, but she's very short, so if it comes up further, it would still be too long for her. Look, okay, again, another dress that doesn't know where to stop. The silver, shiny material, fine. But all these pleats, fine. The lace, fine. This sashy belt, fine. The high collar, fine. The lace at the neck, fine. But not all in the same dress. It's just awful. I mean, that's like a Victorian cut, and that's not a Victorian material. It's a science fiction material. You make a science fiction reference dress out of that. Not this. Now this dress got a lot of criticism because people say it looked like a wrapped up Christmas present. I can see why she bought it. The problem is, I don't know if there's another one lower down, but the problem is that when she turns sideways, all of this stuff bulges out at the front. It just comes out at the front, so it doesn't flatter her from the side. But she probably saw it in the mirror in this situation, and it looks fine here. This, not bad, a little bit low here, but yeah. These, I prefer Ellen's suit to this one, but yeah, no problem. This is a lovely dress. And you see, it shows the legs, but it does it reasonably. I think that's a gorgeous dress. And I want to tell you that material, for those of you who don't, that material is astonishingly expensive. And the tailoring around here, because that's a very soft material. So there's a lot of structural work under there. And that would have taken hand sewing, I think. I don't think you could have done that with a machine. It's a beautiful dress. This, again, a bit skimpy, but not too bad. Very fussy, very 70s, 80s. It's all right. I don't really think it works that well. There's just too much of it. Maybe if that had been a plain top rather than carrying the pattern all the way through, maybe that would have looked a bit better, you know, if that had been just black, this blousy bit here. This, very 40s again, those 40s sleeves. I don't mind the 40s fashion coming back. I don't think this belt works. This. Now, all of these women have really good figures, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming that this woman has a really good figure. But unless she's pregnant, this doesn't suit her. It just doesn't make the most of her figure. This is all right. It's very fussy, but if the rest of the dress were very plain and simple, it would probably look all right. Again, that's satin. But this is one situation where you could put the satin because it's going down in a straight drape. However, it's not right for her, as I said, unless she's pregnant. This one, I don't like it. It's okay. It doesn't flatter her. And those sleeves, they don't make her upper arms look very good. A bit top heavy, I think, that's the problem. You're concentrating on this, and so it makes her hips look too narrow and not, you know, not curvily, not sexily curvy. But then maybe that's not what she wanted. This, well, look, when you're that butch, you can wear what you want. This is just awful. It looks like you can see her underpants there. Just too much material. And yeah, you know what I said before about just a little too low for the other dress. Not quite. Well, this is on the other side of that line. This is just on the wrong side of that line. She looks terrible. Okay, this dress, it looked right here, but when I saw it lower down, it doesn't look right. It's all lopsided. It looks like it's been torn, actually. It looks like she caught it in something and part of it ripped. And it doesn't suit her. She, unless, you know, it's a bit difficult to tell. Maybe it's the camera angle. But she seems like a very short person. And that dress makes her look even shorter somehow. Makes her hips look very narrow. I don't think it works. Again, the underwear look. I don't like this. The skirt's fine. I don't like that though. I don't think it's nice. This is a nice dress. Now you see, this is very fussy. You know, all the layers and the pleats and everything, but for some reason that works. Because it doesn't, you know, mainly because it doesn't have anything here. Now this, look, if you want to wear feathers and wear them with style. That's what I say. Bad taste, just bad taste. Again, this underwear look, just look at that. No, it's not fun. It's not, and it's got all this lace again, all these bits. Another dress that doesn't know where to stop. I rather like this. That's clever bit of tailoring, that. I used to make all my own clothes. Now you can get them more cheaply on Amazon. I don't make them all, but I do know something about tailoring, and and I can tell you for sure that required some serious expertise. That's a nice dress. That almost wrong, but she makes up for it with that very demure skirt, so okay. Yeah, okay, nothing exceptional in that. Again, nothing. Well, those trousers are rather short nowadays. I'm not so sure I like that. This is a nice dress. She is a very thin woman, and she can get away with this sort of loose, straight, tubular look. I don't like her look. Look at the size of that head. I think they're called lollipop women, aren't they? When they're so thin that their heads look so big. But the dress itself on this type of body looks fine. This is a nice dress. She looks very nice. Michelle Pfeiffer. She looks in command, doesn't she? Yeah, I like that. And she's got a good waist, and that dress shows it off. And it's got that contrast, the one I was talking about before, where there wasn't enough, where some dresses just went all up and down in the same material and it didn't look good. This looks good. Yeah, she looks lovely. This is okay, a bit blousy, but yeah, she's got that nice curvy figure and the dress shows it off. And this, she's got a nice curvy figure, she's got a nice shaped bottom, and those buttons, or whatever they are, show it off very well. She's got the right dress for her. This, oh dear. Trousers are awful. You'd think that, I mean, they have access to such good tailoring. I don't know how they came up with that, but it's wrong. Now that's science fiction-y, but those trousers are 1940s. They're all wrong. One or the other. One or the other. This is a nice dress. Elegant, simple, beautifully made. Really beautifully made. I like that. This, I don't know. I don't know who this person is. Julia Butera. I don't know anything about her. Is she 12? She looks 12 in this dress. I mean, maybe she's 12, in which case it's all right, except for that black bow, which is a bit startling. But if she's in her 20s, it's a little bit creepy, actually. This dress, look at that. A miracle of modern engineering, I'd say. It's probably taped on, but it's totally unnecessary, that. It didn't have to be like that. No, it's just unnecessary. I mean, look at that. It's completely unnecessary. This, well, it would make a nice wedding dress. It would make a fantastic wedding dress. I'm not so sure about an evening dress, though. All right, well, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's my take on the Golden Globes. And I'll see, this is a very long video. We'll see how it works out. I might have to cut it down a bit. If you want to donate or contact, the information will be rolling over the Graniopteryx as I speak. Please like, subscribe and share because it does help with the algorithm. If you visit my channel on YouTube and one day discover that I've disappeared without warning, you'll still find me on BitChute or Minds. Just go to either of those platforms and do a search for Graniopteryx. If you're already watching this on BitChute or Minds, good for you. Meanwhile, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember that you must keep checking the subscribe and bell icons because occasionally they reset. Till next time.